Kinane in the corner. Her third from outside. Zone. Shot. It's good! Espinal pulls up, knocks it down! Great to be back on the campus of Diamond Regional. Tonight we have Mayflower League action and girls basketball as the Tri-County Cougars in town as we're off against the Bengals. Hello again, everybody. I'm Evan Massoud. We are here inside the James T. Ashley Gymnasium. Got a first look at some of the construction happening just outside this wall in the athletic fields for the new school. Exciting things happening here on campus. Well, it's been a while since we've seen anything here at the gym, but it's great to be here finally for some basketball. The Diamond girls haven't played since September. Scheduling has been really challenging here this winter, trying to find matchups that best suit the team outside of the conference. And we run into an issue, same thing at Durfee, where there are a lot of conferences in D1 and 2 that have so many teams, there's not a lot of room for extra pickup games. And that was kind of the issue here for the Bengals, trying to find some matchups in early January. Tonight they're coming in to play against a familiar team, the Tri-County Cougars, and many of these Bengals are back from last year's 15-5 playoff team in Division III. The Cougars game here last year we covered. It was a win for Diamond, and tonight trying to get back in the win column after some time off. We have all the live action coming to you next on Fred TV. Stay with us.
Hello, my name is Laura Ferreira, the Director of Traffic and Parking. During a snowstorm, your safety is our first priority. At times, a parking ban may be necessary to ensure access for emergency vehicles and to allow plows to clear streets. A general rule is park on the side of the street opposite the fire hydrant. For more information, please visit our website at www.fallriverma.org and search parking ban. In addition, you may call the Mayor's office at 508-324-2600 or the Office of Traffic and Parking at 508-324-2123. New England weather can be unpredictable. Notification of a parking ban will be made early to give residents the opportunity to move their vehicles. Thank you for your assistance and cooperation.
Kathy Noversa with the national anthem here pre-game at the James T. Ashley Gymnasium. We're about ready for tip-off. Actually going to start a couple minutes early. How awesome is that? So 5 o'clock start. I love these, I have to say. We don't get many 5 o'clock starts in basketball here at the high school level, but it is great to have an earlier game for a change. And to think, we used to always do 7 o'clock, at Durfee. And I still do miss that, too. That was like when everybody else switched to 6:30. Durfee was 7 all the time. But needless to say, 5 o'clock start here at Diamond. The Lady Bengals looking to make it 3 in a row. They had 1 in December, and they got back at it, as I was mentioning in the open last week. But they had basically only 3 weeks off. That's a lot of time. And, I asked Coach Shane Doyle, are you worried about stamina and kind of, having played a couple games in December and having such a long break, losing that base? And I said, no, not really. He says, we got one under our belt. That was key. And defensively, they were outstanding on Friday. The Bengals were. They held BP to just 4 points in the first half. I mean, that tells the story right there. And so really a good start coming back after such a long hiatus and picking up a key conference win. And tonight it continues against the Cougars here. The Cougars have already played half their games. They're 5-4. And Got to speak with Coach Caffrey as well, and she mentioned the biggest thing is consistency with offense. Wow, haven't we heard that before this season? Seems like a lot of coaches are having that same problem, and Coach brings up a really good point, because I said, what do you think it is? Are we going more defensive-minded, or is it the skill level that maybe is just not there from an offensive standpoint? And she says, how often do you see kids not on a phone these days? How often do you see kids actually outside shooting hoops in spare time, putting in the work in the off season? And, she's got a valid point. I mean, we're in the digital age, and it's different. I mean, I will say this, Highland Park, as soon as the weather breaks, right near Truesdale, place is packed, which is awesome. I don't know how every other basketball court in the city is. I know Kennedy Park, South Park, there, those courts usually are pretty well, attended, after school hours and whatnot. But she has a point. It's different times than, say, 20, 30 years ago. Three is put up no good. It is 2-0 Diamond here. Score didn't register initially, but there we go. So 2-0 Diamond put in that first basket right in the opening possession. Dual possession here. Let's run down the starters here while we have a chance. We'll start with Diamond. As one of the three starters, 5 starters there. Number 3, Elizabeth Kinane with the ball, one of the captains. Number 2, Courtney Boyes. Number 4, Savannah Rodricks. Number 14, Evie Fernandez. And number 23, Cindy Bowie. Of course, Shane Doyle, the head coach for Diamond once again this season. That one goes out of bounds at the top of the glass. Other side for the Cougars, number 11, Ivy Young. Number 15, Nyla Schweitzer. Number 20, Gabby Durgam. And there is Gabby right there. We pass down to the corner. Number 23, Corinne Conley. And number 24, Ava Gill. And we are tied here, 2-2 in the early goings. Mayflower games usually competitive, but not high scoring, and it lends to kind of what we're talking about with offense and whatnot. Diamond usually very tough in the conference, in particular, on the defensive side of things especially. I said to Coach Doyle, I said, wow, I said, looking up and down your roster here, so many familiar names from last year, but he did say his top 2 scorers, though, lost them because of graduation last year. So definitely some missing pieces, but the core is back, and that experience is invaluable, of course, especially for a team that won 15 games last year. Rodricks passing down to the paint, gets batted away. She'll get it right back now, cross here to Kinane. Corner, Kinane goes for 3, and it's off the iron. Fresh shot clock. Almost jarred loose there. Nice defense. Getting the hands in there. That was Jolie Tofani. First foul of the night here coming against Durham. Canaan will take 2 shots. First one good. Oh, we had boys hoops at Durfee on Tuesday. Did a larger production, which was great. Went really smoothly. We'll be doing more of that. 2 for 2 is Canaan at the line, and the Bengals back ahead. Yeah, definitely going to be doing more of that. You know, it's amazing when you get all this new technology, stuff from the ground up. There's a big learning curve, especially with, you know, in terms of how everything is connected at Durfee. You know, we have fiber now and whatnot, and I would imagine the new diamond here is going to be similar from a technology standpoint when it's built. But this is a heavy learning curve, getting everything running right. When you're used to doing it one way and kind of piecemealing because everything's old. The old Durfee was old technology, and the 3 is good from Rodrigues. So now you changed all the new tech, and you know, there's bugs to work out and whatnot. And it feels good. You know, we've done some pretty significant productions. You know, this year we've had our mayoral coverage, which was, you know, we had cameras remote around the city as well, and then we had Thanksgiving football, and then we did, you know, here in the gym, our, you know, really our first major production with that. Oh, we had the pep rally too, which went well. If it wasn't for YouTube blocking us with all the copyright music, the production itself went smoothly. So it seems like, you know, we've got everything kind of worked out. So, you know, for the most part, kind of get to plug and play, as they say. So that's a good thing. Makes it a little easier from a production standpoint. So we're hoping to fit in another game or 2 with the multi-cam setup and a larger crew. And tomorrow, as long as the weather allows us to, we'll be back at Durfee for Lady Hilltoppers. Will be our last game for a couple weeks before their game against New Bedford, their rematch. They won on the road, snapping their losing streak, which was big for them. New Bedford, you know, not super strong this year, but Durfee was struggling, and they needed that win on the road, so it was a clean sweep for the Hilltoppers. Boys at home winning and girls on the road winning. And as I said, these Diamond Bengals, with the big break in between games, wearing a riding, I should say, a 2-game winning streak that has stretched over about a 3-week period. That's off the rim. Fresh shot clock again for the Bengals, who have really used a lot of time in their possessions, or tried to at least, moving the ball around the perimeter. Good down low, won't go, and out of bounds. Diamond will keep. Inbound there to Alana Rivera. Off the glass and good from Casey Lynch, as Coach Doyle getting some of his non-starters into the game here late in the first. That's for 3, and it wraps around the rim, in and out. That one off the rim as well, in and out. A lot of contact down low. Durgam trying to put it back up. She got the rebound at the very least, now thrown away. The Bengals taking it back as Young trying to target a teammate in the paint, and it was picked away by Fernandez and taken back. Now Rivera targeting Rodrigues again. Rodrigues kind of setting the play here at the top of the key. Ball is loose, poked away towards the Cougars bench. Inbound, almost stolen. They went to Lynch. Now in the paint, put up, out of bounds. Rodrigues, quick pass down low, and Fernandez gets the basket and the foul. Foul number 2 for the Cougars, and it's on Durgam again. She's got them both here in the first. A chance for a 3-point swing and a 10-0 run if this goes down. It will not. 9-0 run for the Bengals. Cougars on the other side trying to snap a losing streak of 2 games. Losses in the conference to Blue Hills and Southeastern as that was picked apart, and that was a travel. Lost the footing. Nice job defensively by the Cougars, number 3 there, Jasmine Hancock, to get back there after the steal and basically block off the shot and force that travel. Almost picked again. That time it was Rivera. So 11-2 here. Yeah, as we come up on the final minute of the first quarter. Thrown away. Into traffic. A little out of system here. Everybody kind of scrambling for the ball. Slow it down now. And passing baseline, and it's cut off by Tofani. Nice pass down low, and Hancock with the basket. So that stops Diamond's run here. Shot clock off. Let's see if the Bengals hold to the end here. Up 7. Ten seconds. And it's picked away, taken away on the turnover. So a chance for the Cougars to put some up. Is that going to be a travel? Yes, it is. Thought so. 2.1 now. The Bengals. It'll be kind of hard to get all the way up the court here. That's time. That is not often time anyway. All right, 11-4 here after 8 minutes. Bengals doing a nice job of, they got the first basket, obviously, but then getting some contributions from multiple players to go on that 9-0 run, build up a small lead here in a low-scoring first quarter. And we talked about it on some of the Durfee broadcasts and on hockey too. We've seen some really great hockey this season again, the Diamond Durfee co-op. But the way the schedule's kind of shaked out, we're seeing teams in bunches this winter. Not really like an even keel rotating schedule between the schools and the teams. So kind of a different situation than we're used to. We saw a lot of Durfee girls early. We've seen some hockey already, a couple games. Durfee girls going to have a ton of road games over the next month, and we have some of the Durfee boys games. I think we have like 3 in a week and a half. Kind of the same thing that we've just had with the girls. Our 3rd girls game in a week and a half will be tomorrow. So kind of the same situation. Then for Diamond Hoops here, we have boys on schedule next Wednesday, and then we have 2 more games on the calendar for girls and 2 more for boys at the beginning of February. So a chunk of games where we'll be here because Durfee's going to be away. So it's interesting how, the schedules kind of shake out. Not always a good balance, but, we make the most of what we can and we do what we can. So Abigail Lavoie into the game here. Number 11 down in the far corner now. Oh, that was close to a travel, but let it go as Bowie with the basket for Diamond. we won't have those beams blocking our shot in the new school either. Won't have the big dividing wall and the track above us here at center court that causes volleyball headaches. Exciting stuff, you know, having just gone through, you know, a new construction and a move into a new building, you know, for us with Durfee. Certainly a lot of work, it's a lot of stress, but the good news is the end result is absolutely awesome. And I'm sure Diamond here will be the same way. Nice pick there on the rebound by Young. Got it to Durgam. And now to Connolly. Connolly getting it to Hull. Back to Durgam. And I heard kind of a slap there. Something like a foul coming here against Diamond. It'll be their second. No, excuse me, it'll be their first. Foul is against Boys. Quickly down the court, the Bengals moving the ball, passing around the perimeter. Corner to Canane, looking for space, goes baseline, passing it off, poked away out of bounds. Diamond will keep. Oh, it doesn't fall. Good. I love those quick passes on an inbound. Someone crashing the boards, gets the ball from the play setter out of bounds and puts it right up for a quick basket. That one was so close to dropping down. Bengals here pick up their second foul here in the second. It's the first one against Canane. And this one will result in 2 shots. Durgam heading to the line. Second shot, favorable bounce for Durgam. Didn't look like it was going to go initially, but it got enough spin on it to hook it back down. So 13-7 here with 5.5 to play in the first half. Canane going across. Nice block from Ava Gill, using her height. Tallest player on the court right now. .16 on the shot clock as it comes back inbounds. Sets, corner 3, long. And it is still going to be Diamond ball. They'll have 10 seconds. Open 3, they went deep. It's off the rim and out of bounds. Good quick pass there to the top of the arc because nobody was there. Plenty of time to set for that one. Just a little off the mark. Inbound to Young. Now switching it up, side court to side court, passing. Back to Young it goes, one-on-one. She'll take the jumper and kiss it off the glass. 4-point game here in the second. Cougars outscoring Diamond 5-2 through the first 3 minutes. Quick foul there against Bowie. That's her second. Third for the team. And a travel. Yeah, Conley knew it too. You can always tell when the shoulders drop. Like, oh no. Yep, the foot came up. Bad pass. Bengals having a hard time protecting the ball. You know, defensively, we're very good in the first quarter, but not a lot of good passes here. You know, they were kind of doing a Tri-County what the Cougars are doing a Diamond now. That's a good pass down low, but it was deflected. Blocked a jump ball, and Cougars will have it. Good passing, and a timeout coming here as Durgam put it up there on the off the rebound, a 2-point game, and Coach Doyle wants to talk to his squad. Diamond with the home game tonight. They'll be on the road, though, for 4 of their next 5 after tonight. And actually, if you want to look even further than that, 2 of their next, let's see, 2 of their next 8 games will be on the road. No, at home. 6 of their next 8 on the road. 2 next week, Holbrook and Southeastern, and then next Friday home against Case. Then 2 on the road again, Avon and BP. Then a home game against Blue Hills in a 4-game week to end January and go into February. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Then 2 on the road again, Blue Hills and Tri-County, before coming home for 3 starting February 9th. So a lot of road games coming up for the Bengals. Out of the timeout here. Bengals need a basket. And that'll do. Off the glass from Boys. Baseline pass, nobody home. Canane getting it to Rodricks. Back to Canane. She'll pull up. No good off the rim. And another jump ball coming. No, a foul called. Wow. 4th foul for Diamond. Had just 1 in the first. 4 now, and they're hitting Bowie with her 3rd one. Most of the fouls to this point have been on the floor. Only 3 trips to the line. One of them was an and one. But that's about it. Everything's been on the court, and here comes another one. This will be Tri-County's first. And it's going to be against Tofani. Off the back of the rim there from Fernandez, no good. Bengals pressuring a bit. Conley, high pass, reeled in. And a quick stop there by Batista. Now back to Conley, puts up the jumper, and it's no good. Bengals can't keep it in. Durgam calling for it and lost it. Two minutes left in the half. Dual possession here. And the Bengals have the possession arrow their way. They'll keep. Batted away. Gonna be tough to get to. Fernandez does get there. To the corner. Canane. And a foul coming here as Lynch draws the foul. Second one for the Cougars, this one against Conley. That one on the floor, of course. Quick shot put up there by Boyce. Rodricks, some good coverage there, delaying. That's good. It's a 2-point game again. Conley with the basket. 15-13, 60 to play. 60 seconds here in the half. A little over anxious there by Tofani, and she's going to pick up her second. Third for the team. Canane in the corner. Pulls up, no good, shot clock off. Another dual possession here. This time, the Cougars have it. Diamond got the last one. Picked off by Canane with 15 seconds, a chance for Diamond to grab some points here before the half. 7 seconds. Canane screening, trying to open up a lane here. That might have been deflected. As Rodricks put it up, no basket. And just a 2-point game here at halftime, 15-13. A low scoring first half. Diamond held to just 4 here in the second quarter. They did it to Tri-County in the first, and the Cougars returned the favor here, holding the Bengals. Turnovers did not help Diamond, though, in that quarter. They allowed 9 points to the Cougars here. All right, we will take the break here at halftime, and we'll have more live basketball for you here on Fred TV. Don't go anywhere.
I'm Alan McNamara, CEO of Main Street Projects.
And I'm Kristen Cantara Oliveira, Vice Chair of the Community Preservation Committee.
The Bradford Durfee Textile College was a prominent training center for over a century.
A critical resource that prepared thousands of young people and immigrants to gain employment.
In 1899, the state invested approximately $75,000 to construct the Bradford Durfee Textile College, named after one of the city's leading industrialists.
As technology evolved, so did the curriculum, to include classes such as mechanical engineering.
But after years of accumulating wealth, northern mill owners could not compete with mills in the South.
Alan Macumber and members of the Community Preservation Committee envisioned a transformative project to stave off demolition.
The Durfee Textile College is now a vital cornerstone of downtown revitalization. Each of the 55 law-style apartments are uniquely designed with a comfortable blend of errors.
11 of those 55 units meet affordable housing regulations set by the CPC Community Housing Fund.
Members of the Historical Commission advocated for renovation over replacement. The 100,000 square foot building contains original flooring, brick walls, staircases, and doors. New construction replicates craftsmanship of 130 years earlier.
CPA funds have supported thousands of significant projects in Massachusetts. Thank you for your continued interest in community beautification and betterment.
I'm Mike Labossiere, Watuppa Reservation Forester.
And I'm Paul Ferlin, the Administrator of Community Utilities.
Protecting open space is a benefit today, and it's a gift to future generations.
For over 150 years, Fall River has been a leader in environmental preservation. The Southeastern Massachusetts Bioreserve ensures forests and fields remain undeveloped and accessible. The Community Preservation Act is a vital component to fulfill climate goals.
Since 2017, CPA funds totaling nearly $1.3 million have been used to acquire conservation areas in Fall River. Educational programs within the Bioreserve connect families to nature and promote understanding and respect for diverse culture, history, and wildlife.
Half of Fall River, about 12,000 acres, an area the size of Mattapoisett, is protected water and woodland. Healthy forests minimize flooding, reduce erosion, and provide habitat for endangered species.
As the region expands manufacturing and technology, people are directly reliant on green infrastructure as an irreplaceable source of clean water and air.
Miles of trails wind through unique landscapes which appeal to hikers, cross-country skiers, and mountain bikers. Specific areas are open for safe seasonal hunting. The Bioreserve promises endless discoveries and recreational experiences year-round.
CPA funds have supported thousands of significant projects in Massachusetts. Thank you for your continued interest in community beautification and betterment.
Hi, I'm Kristen Cantara Oliveira. I'm a member of the Community Preservation Committee and the Historical Commission. Welcome to the Lafayette Durfee House.
I'm David Jennings, curator. Built in 1750, this is one of the best living history representations in Massachusetts.
Judge Thomas Durfee, the original owner, was also an admired patriot. Judge Durfee made sizable purchases of equipment and weapons to outfit Revolutionary War soldiers, including his own son. Generals and Minutemen frequently met here for secret and strategic military planning.
But by the 1970s, the home's significance was largely forgotten and it was slated for demolition. Preservationists rallied, first to fund the restoration and secondly to resurrect interest in the heroic Durfee family.
The original frame and foundation are intact. Craftsmen worked tediously to repair or replace decorative elements.
Visitors are encouraged to handle artifacts and work alongside artists. The Lafayette Durfee House is included in the National Register of Historic Buildings and exceeds standards of the Secretary of the Interior.
However, time continuously ravages the one-of-a-kind structure. Grants from the Community Preservation Committee, as well as monetary contributions, spearhead the efforts of tireless volunteers.
CPA funds have supported thousands of significant projects in Massachusetts. Thank you for your continued interest in community beautification and betterment.
The School Administration Building at 417 Rock Street was built over 100 years ago by craftsmen from around the globe.
And Mr. and Mrs. William Brayton, mill owners, raised their 9 children in this statement home.
Decades later, the property became too costly for a single family and was gifted to the Fall River School District. Architects reconfigured the 22 rooms to accommodate administrative staff.
By 2018, this historic structure was compromised, eliciting mold and water damage. Once dubbed the last big house on the hill, this extraordinary piece of architecture was in poor condition.
Care was shown to restore artistic elements, including the circular railing and banister, chair rails, crown molding, antique and oak flooring. And the building is now handicap accessible.
Roof work was the primary concern for the Brayton House. This new pitched surface directs water to a modernized drainage system.
10 years ago, Fall River residents voted to adopt the Community Preservation Act, which allows for a 1.5% surcharge on property tax bills to incentivize history, travel, diversity, and recreation. CPA funds have supported thousands of significant projects in Massachusetts. Thank you for your continued interest in community beautification and betterment.
The Gothic Revival-style arch at Oak Grove Cemetery signals the final resting place of some of Fall River's most prominent residents.
Since 1873, thousands of funeral processions have passed through these ornate iron gates. War heroes, abolitionists, mill owners, and Lizzie Borden are buried within these walls.
Despite fine craftsmanship and historical recognition, the arch was unable to withstand time and the elements, and was in danger of collapse.
10 years ago, Fall River residents voted to adopt the Community Preservation Act, which allows for a 1.5% surcharge on property tax bills. This cherished landmark was saved with funds through the Community Preservation Act.
In just 5 months, this time using some modern machinery, local contractors refurbished the granite arch and replaced sections of the gate.
A uniquely Fall River work of art and a respectful reflection for the dead has been saved for future generations.
CPA funds have supported thousands of significant projects in Massachusetts. Thank you for your continued interest in community beautification and betterment.
Fall River Public Schools has opportunities for positions in multiple areas for people looking to work with the next generation. Come grow with our team. We have openings for teachers, paraprofessionals, and teaching assistants, and other educational support positions available. We are also looking to fill operations support positions such as custodial, security, and food service. We offer competitive salary and benefit plans. We have rewarding work available in our 21st century schools and learning environments. Come grow with us. Please contact the Human Resources Department at 508-675-8420, extension 53708, or see our postings on our website at fallriverschools.org.
Welcome back, everybody, inside the James T. Ashley Gymnasium. Evan Massoud with you for girls basketball here. Mayflower action between Diamond and Tri-County. Scoring at a premium right now. Diamond started out with an 11-4 lead after 8 minutes, but gave it back with some turnovers, and Tri-County able to take advantage and make it a 2-point game. At halftime, they threw up 9 points and held Diamond to 4 in the second quarter. So both sides, though, haven't really found a rhythm offensively. We're seeing, good passing around the perimeter, but once, passing towards the paint, that's become the problem here. And now a shot clock violation will turn it over. Jumper no good. A quick shot put up there by, I believe that was Schweitzer, number 15. Jumper no good, the rebound and a foul. Diamond gonna have their first here. Cougars just getting it in time there. A lot of time to inbound the ball, and now a turnover down the other end. So Diamond will take it back here up the court. Working now south to north. 3 ball put up is short, and out of bounds it goes. Inbound to Kinane, now down to the corner. Open shot, lots of time, and it doesn't go. The rim hooking it. Bengals with their second foul here. Rodricks had the first a moment ago, and now Boy is picking up her second personal. Team's second. Great pass, a chance to tie, and it is a tie game. 15 all. As Young put the basket in. An official timeout here, an issue with the shot clock here. The buzzer in the first half kind of got stuck there, so I think they're having an issue with the controller at the scores table. Not the board itself, but there's a second remote that handles the buzzer and the play clock, the shot clock. And it wasn't rolling there on that last possession, so an official's timeout here, now down to 28 seconds. It looks like that's where it's supposed to be. And Diamond will inbound here, so stop the flow, but they had to get that corrected, obviously. So once it goes in, clock will start. And now 28 seconds and counting on the shot clock. No, it's not rolling again, having an issue with it. Still stuck at 28, it's not rolling. Now it's rolling. And a turnover here, let's see if it resets. And it did reset and is rolling. So hopefully we're getting that under control now. Officials checking on it again here. All right, here we go. Bengals in need of a basket. Out of bounds. High pass in, that was tipped. Nice passing, good movement up the court there. Cougars doing it in the air with good ball movement. Whoa, watch the foot. Very close to, look at the pressure there from Diamond's defense. Roderick's, no, excuse me. Fernandez getting called on that foul. Diamond's third foul, Fernandez first. Hanging tough there, and we were right on the center line here and made it tough for Durgam, but then got called on the foul. And thrown away. Errant pass there from the far side going cross court. So a turnover now for the Cougars, and the Bengals will get to inbound. Diamond needs a spark here offensively. Not much since the 9-0 run they had in the first quarter, and that came rather early in the first quarter, high off the glass for three. And that'll help. As Fernandez puts it up, and Diamond gets a steal. Back to Fernandez, has to reel it in. Not a lot of space there, being tracked by Tofani. That's for three, and that's good. Back-to-back threes. Roderick's with her second from distance, and just like that, 6 quick points for Diamond. They're back up by 4. Nice pass to Durgam. Durgam puts it up, no good. The rebound for Fernandez, nobody was home. 3 on the other end is no good. And out of bounds. And a timeout now for Coach Caffrey. And the Cougars, in the blink of an eye, 6 points. As Diamond retakes the lead here, 3:36 on the clock in the third. Looking ahead here on Fred TV, we have, as I said, tomorrow, girls hoops, as long as the weather doesn't play a factor. Next Tuesday is senior night for the swim and dive team. They're hosting the New Bedford Whalers over at Durfee. So we'll have that recorded, and that'll air on Wednesday. Speaking of which, next Wednesday we're slated to be back here for boys hoops against Upper Cape Cod Tech. We'll get to see your Diamond boys for the first time. And then next Saturday, the 27th, senior night for hockey, also against the Rams from Upper Cape. That's a 4 o'clock game. And then Tuesday the 30th, also back here for boys hoops again against BP. And that's right now what we have to get us through the end of January. And then a couple weeks of February sports as well before the winter break, which will unbelievably be here before you know it. School year just passing us by here. That's a good put up by Ava Gill, her first basket of the night, and it gets the Cougars back to within 2, a 1-possession game again. Very quick foul. First foul for the Cougars here in the third. Second one against Conley. She had one in the second. Free throws coming for the Bengals as the Cougars pick up their second. This is against Young, her first. Canaan will shoot free throws. She was 2 for 2 in the first. That one will trickle in. 2 for 2 again. So 4 for 4 on the night is Canaan at the line. The only other Bengal to go to the line was Fernandez on an and one that missed. So, oh, that was close to a travel. A couple extra steps there allowed to Hancock. That one off the glass, getting her own rebound now to Hancock. That is going to be for 3. That's the first one from downtown for the Cougars in the game. It's a 1-point game. Good pick there, tough play now. 2 wide open on the far side. 3 put up by Diamond, that's no good. High off the glass, and it kicks back into the hands of the Cougars. Oh, it rolls off. Man, that was like all but in. Free throws coming for Durgam. She was 1 for 2 in her only trip. Misses her first one. Foul was on Canaan, her second and 4th for the team. 1 for 2 at the line. We're tied again, 23 aside. Almost lost the footing there. Great recovery by Fernandez. Flipped up by Bowie for the basket. That's a foul, a travel. Final minute here of the third. Now, I said tied at 23, but excuse me, I had misspoke after the free throws, but it does put the Cougars to within 1 possession once again. This is one of those games that appears it's going to come right down to the wire. What a steal there. And now the Cougars will try to tie it up or at least take the lead. 3 is well short. Who will keep it? Good stretch from Durgam. Keeping her footing now, thrown away 15 seconds, and Diamond will have it. Five seconds. Shot at the buzzer. It's good! Fernandez with the 3. Five-point lead for Diamond as they get the buzzer beater 3 at the end of the third. So a little cushion for Diamond, but certainly anybody's game here. Close one here. Nice to see both offenses, hitting some from the field in the third. All right, final 8 minutes from Diamond. Can the Bengals hold on, or will the Cougars come away with what would be a comeback victory? Good pass in transition and a foul to start it off. 2 shots coming for Tri-County on Diamond's first foul here in the 4th. Roderick's picking up her 2nd personal. And 2 shots for Hancock. First time at the line. And the first one misses. Actually, the only Cougar to be the line now other than Durgam, who had the first 2 free throw opportunities tonight. Not a lot of shots at the free throw line for either side. That one's short and off the rim. The Bengals cannot keep it in. The Cougars will get the reprieve here in a fresh possession and a fresh 35 seconds. That's another foul coming, and 1. Oh, they called the travel. There was a lot of contact down there. No real objection from the Cougars bench, but man, oh man. Another 3 put up by Diamond. That one kicks high. It's no good. Double teamed and a dual possession, I believe, coming. Yes, the jump ball signal. Cougars ball. Durgam trapped now. Oh, got free. Trying to wrap up the ball for a dual possession call again. Now a bit of a press. Diamond kind of double teaming whoever has the ball, crashing, looking for 3, and that's no good. The shot was taken there by Tofani, a foul coming. That foul against Gill from Tri-County, their first team foul here in the 4th. And Diamond taking it across as Roderick's trying to set the play in motion here. Looking for some help. Passes back to Bowie. Taken away and a jump ball call. Wow. That was a quick whistle too. It's gonna be Diamond ball. Tri-County had the last one. Jumper off the glass and off the rim and out of bounds. Ooh, that should have been a foul too. Roderick's getting the hands in there and kind of wrapped around. That's for 3 and no good. Well, neither side able to find the basket here. Travel called. The first 90 seconds more than in this 4th quarter. The only basket that went down was wiped away because of the travel for Durgam. I thought it was a foul, quite frankly. Everybody a little bit out of sync right now. Another jump ball and an inbounding opportunity now for the Cougars as they get possession. Young passing across. Now Durgam back to Young, and now in the corner for 3. That's short, picked up by Rodericks. And a foul. Two shots coming for the Bengals. Looks like Young is going to get hit with her second foul. She will indeed. Second foul for the Cougars. And 2 free throws for Fernandez. That one kicks off. 1 for 2 at the line. Oh. And Bowie called on the foul here, trying to steal the ball away. It's going to be her 4th foul, and she's going to come out. Diamond's second. And in comes Boy's her replacement. Thrown away. A deflection on the bad pass there. As Schweitzer tried to get it to Durgam and not able to handle it. I have to say, Tri-County's defense has been very good, minus that, one run that Diamond had in the first quarter. They're wherever the ball is. They're quick to the ball and, definitely handsy like Diamond has been as well. Neither side has really gotten comfortable. And a timeout for the Cougars as both teams will huddle up here. Diamond with the 6-point lead. 29-23. They've held the Cougars scoreless here through just over 5 minutes in this 4th quarter. All right, here we go. Tri-County ball. Tipped, great steal on the inbound pass. Diamond gets it right back. That was Lynch. Corner 3 will go. Fernandez with her 3rd from outside. That's a big 3 right there. Out of the timeout, you get your steal on the inbound pass, the possession back, and then you drain a 3, and now you're up by 9. That's long. Fernandez wanted another. Nice take to the basket for Durgam. Fortunately, a little off the mark there, but tough shot. Baseline pass there. It's going to get out of play, and the Cougars will have it. At the very least, Diamond took off quite a bit of time in that possession. They used almost 30 seconds of their shot clock. You know, this is the points of the game, and, you know, talked about it on other broadcasts as well at Durfee, is, you know, with the 35-second shot clock, you can really slow down the game. If you have a fairly comfortable lead, you say minimum three possessions, no need to keep the pressure on, just shorten the game. Just hold the ball as long as you can and then try to get a shot. You know, I mean, you don't want to get too comfortable, but there's no need for, you know, breaks and full steam aheads, if you will. Durgam with the basket. That's the first points of the quarter for Tri-County, and it comes here after the 5-minute marker. Whoa, out of bounds. And another timeout here. Coach Caffrey using another here in this fourth quarter, her second timeout of the quarter. I mentioned a lot of road games for Diamond coming up here. So they're off till Monday. Monday they'll be at Holbrook, 5 o'clock. Wednesday at Southeastern, 6:30. They're home next Friday at 6:30 against Case. Then back out on the road to start the next week, Monday the 29th and Tuesday the 30th at Avon, 5 o'clock, and BP at 6:30. So quite a few road games coming up for Diamond. We are scheduled to see these ladies two more times. We have the Blue Hills game and the Avon game on the calendar. Oh, and Old Colony. Okay, so we have Avon and Old Colony both on the calendar. I believe that's just because we weren't sure which night was senior night yet. I don't think we'll be covering both of those. But we will confirm that, obviously, as we get closer and start, you know, looking week to week and letting our viewers know where we'll be and when we'll be there. So it's kind of the same thing with the Durfee boys. They have back-to-back home games to end the year, Friday the 16th and Tuesday the 20th. We won't be covering both of those at Durfee. It's more about when senior night's going to be and where the playoff situation is. You know, we always evaluate those things and make some changes at the last minute if we need to. Good rebound, but pretty much effectively thrown away there. Nothing that Hull could do with it. Canaan took it back for Diamond. That one was tipped. Nice job by Conley to get her hands on it. Now Durgam will lose the ball. Canaan strips it away. Long pass down the court to Fernandez. Puts it up and in. Nine-point game again. Durgam can't get it to go. Final 90 seconds here at Diamond. Bengals looking to pull back to a 500 record. Cougars will be dropping to 500 with the loss at 5-5. Coach called timeout when kind of jammed up in the corner there and then sent the ball up in the air. He said, if that goes in, that's funny. So I'll draw up a play here with 30 on the shot clock, 1:25 left on the game clock. And again, one more broadcast this week for us on Fred TV. As long as the weather holds out tomorrow, we will be back at Durfee for girls hoops. The Lady Hilltoppers coming off of a win, snapping a losing streak at New Bedford on Tuesday. And they are back home to host Bridgewater Raynham tomorrow as the Trojans come to town. Inbounding to the corner as Lynch gets it into Rodrigues. Stepped out of bounds. Good pressure there from the Cougars. A little frustration there from Rodrigues. I think she felt maybe there was some contact there that pushed her out. Maybe thought she'd get a foul. Nonetheless, Diamond's going to get it right back on a errant pass inbound for the Cougars. We've seen a lot of that tonight from both sides, but more from Tri-County. They have struggled to get the ball in cleanly to their own teammates. High pass there to Canane. Foul coming here. Conley will pick it up. Third for the team. Tri-County up to 3. Diamond with 3. And 3 for Conley. Kept in. Last minute to play. That's a travel. Oh boy, Canane goes down and a foul coming. She will take 2 shots. Hancock picking up her first. Now 4 team fouls. And Canane hits them both. 6 points tonight, all at the line for Canane. A perfect 6 for 6. And a double-digit lead for the Bengals, their largest of the game. And it comes here with seconds remaining. Stripped away, picked up, put up, no good. And the shot clock is off. Heard Coach Caffrey say to foul, and now there is foul number 5 for the team. Yeah, it looks like Canane will be going back to the free throw line. 4th foul for Connolly. That one misses. Lane violation. Canane will get one more. And that will not go. A foul now against Diamond. Lynch picking up her first. Jumper's good. That's Tofani in limited time getting her first basket. All alone down here, Fernandez puts it in. And that's game. Diamond with a nice victory here. Got a little close in the at halftime there. And it was close in the third actually as well. You know, the three ball that was put up at the buzzer kind of skewing it a little bit, but nonetheless, the Bengals with a win at home in conference play. 38-27, an 11-point victory. Puts Diamond at a 3-game winning streak. Three-game winning streak gets them back to 500 at 3-3 here. A lot of games left to play here this season. We talked about the schedule in the open. They're going to be looking at some 4-game weeks. Minimum 3-game weeks the rest of the way, but you're looking at some 4-game weeks as well to get them through the last regular season game, which is slated for February 16th. So they're going to have a lot of work to do, a lot of games coming up. Going to be relying on that stamina, that base to get them through it all in a heavy schedule. Tri-County drops to 5-5 with after 10 games played, so back to 500 go the Cougars with the loss. All right, folks, that's going to do it from Diamond Regional for us tonight. As I said, we're slated to be back here next Wednesday. We'll see the boys for the first time this season, and we'll have plenty more girls and boys from Diamond before the February break. We hope you'll join us for those games. In the meantime, when we are not here, of course, you can watch the live stream on the Diamond Athletics YouTube channel as they'll have live stream coverage for the games, the feature games that we don't have on our schedule, which is really the majority of them. So be sure to know you can find the games there as well. Thanks for tuning in tonight. For our cameraman tonight, Mike Fernandez, I'm Evan Massoud. Final score one last time, Diamond 38, Tri-County 27. Enjoy a good night.